Hi everyone and welcome back to some more XCOM 2. So, let's continue where we left off. We got 5 hours to finish reduce contact cost. Let's just do that then. And we finished defense matrix, nice. Not that we'll need it, or at least I don't think we'll need it, but we got one anyway. Because why not? Alright, I assume we'll need a mission, yes. Let's have a look then. Advent Heavy Grenadier, Codex, Archon, Gatekeeper, Super Heavy Mech, Wyvern. That's basically the Snake variant. Advent Prime, Battle Commander, Hunter Drone, alright. Well, let's do it then. You know, I'm starting to think we might actually need a few more soldiers. Because we got a lot of notoriety, and the way notoriety works, I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, but the higher rank the soldier is, the higher notoriety will be. So a colonel will get way more notoriety than, let's say, a captain. And a sergeant will get a lot less. Anyway, let's have a look. Who can we bring? We got 28 days on this spark still. Alright, 19 days on Steven. Let's just bring Steven, why not? And next, how many people do we have with less than 10 days? Not a lot. Yeah, let's bring anyone who has less than 10 days of notoriety. Which is, yeah, just a few people basically. Okay, anyone else? 28 days. Yeah, we got a lot of notoriety. Nick. We might actually have to go above 10 squad notoriety. Which means we'll get the first penalty. Increased detection range on all the enemies. Flynn, 5 days. Okay, that works. Who else? Let's see, 25 days, 19 days. What mission type is this? Destroy alien relay. Okay, so we don't need a specialist all that much. We just need less notoriety. I could remove Steven. Nah, let's bring him. He could use some experience. Who else can we bring? 20 days on Marcos. 13 days on Miguel, but we don't really need 2 sharpshooters. On the other hand, 2 sharpshooters might be interesting. Sure, why the heck not? Let's bring 2 sharpshooters. And we need one last person. I'm almost considering bringing a Psi operative. Do we have any other options? 12 days. Okay, let's check our squad notoriety now. It might be fine. Come on, give me notoriety. Yeah, recognizable, 10. Alright, can we replace Steven with someone who has less than he did? He had 19 days. I don't think we have anyone else with under 19 days. 18 days on Bunny, okay. Will that actually work? Let's find out. It will not appear instantly, unfortunately. Yeah, still recognizable. Well, let's go with this squad regardless. I think we can handle it. Did Bonnie have the highest notoriety? Yeah, I think so. Or at least close. Alright, let's make everything available. And let's have a look. This might be interesting. The first penalty isn't too bad. It's just increased detection radius on all the enemies. We can handle that. So, who's going to use what? Let's see, let's start from sharpshooters. Who's going to use our better weapon? Flynn has full kit. And Miguel has kill zone, right. So let's give it to Miguel. He will grab the Black Widow. We should also upgrade the expanded magazine on that. Yeah, let's do that. I'm pretty sure we have better expanded magazines. Do we have a superior version? We don't. But we got advanced, right? We do have 6 advanced expanded magazines. Alright, let's grab that then. And I'll keep high caliber clip because that's increased damage by 30%. It does decrease the clip size, which doesn't work so great with Killzone, but we only got one sharpshooter with Killzone, and that's because it's his hidden ability. I didn't pick it up. It's his hidden ability. Anyway, Miguel, who's going to get the shield with grappling hook? Good question. Might be better to give it to Flynn, actually. He has full kit, so improved mobility might be better for him. And the grappling hook is basically improved mobility, that's what it is, that's one of the roles. Alright, and we'll give him the sniper rifle, obviously. And what else? We do have the vortex grenade, which I made in the previous episode. Let's give him a medkit, since he'll get +1 use of the medkit with this. Alright, sounds good. Back to Miguel for a moment. Some armor would be nice. Let's see. We could actually give him heavy armor. And a rocket launcher is not a bad idea. Sure, let's do that. And what else? A battle scanner. That won't hurt. Alright, so that's Miguel done. Next up we got Martha. First of all, the combat knife. And then... Rhino. Yep, that works. And Sandman for superior shield gate. What else? No need for ammunition. We can give her an acid bomb. And... well, not the mimic beacon, because a mimic beacon will spawn when she loses concealment. We could give her a battle scanner. Yeah, perhaps. Let's just do that then. And we'll give Miguel something else, like a grenade. Let's just give him a plasma grenade. Or I could give him a mimic beacon, but he will likely be all the way in the back. So he's not the best person for a mimic beacon. Okay, we'll go with a grenade for now. He might get a chance to use it. Nick. Let's see. War shield. And what else? Proper weapon. So one of the pulse rifles with superior stock. We don't have a ranger here, so no need to save superior autoloader. Blaster launcher. Frost bomb and acid bomb. And that's that for Nick. Next we got Cruza. Let's see, we still have one more heavy armor, but I think this is enough. Weapon and mimic beacon, because we need to bring mimic beacons, obviously. What about the vortex grenade? Maybe we should give the vortex grenade to Nick? It will still shred the targets, but it has 25% chance to stun. Let's try that on Nick, why the heck not? We'll give the acid bomb to someone else. Back to Cruza for a moment. So acid bomb for Cruza, and that's basically it. And finally Sean. Some armor, a weapon, and what else? Spitfire, mimic beacon, and a grenade probably. Let's have a look. Yeah, grenade. Alright, enjoy. And actually we still got Bunny. This will be a very strange squad. Let's actually replace Bunny with someone else. We don't need 2 grenadiers. I'd rather not increase their notoriety that much. So we can afford to bring someone with more notoriety, since we'll get the first penalty regardless. Maybe we should bring Steven after all. What are the other options? Marcos should be pretty close to a promotion. Well, not really. But you know what, let's just bring Marcos then. 2 gunners won't hurt. Might actually be quite useful. We'll give him the heavy armor with a rocket launcher. And blue screen rounds. Alright, looks good. So we are ready. Oh yeah, shredder gun, right. He can get the shredder gun. Okay, looks like we're ready then. No specialist, but we should be fine without one. Blaster launcher, rocket, and shredder gun. Alright, let's go. This will be interesting. I think we'll need more soldiers. Otherwise, I have a feeling Notoriety will get out of hand very quickly. Now that most of our roster are experienced soldiers.
Signal triangulation is locked in the location of a hidden alien communications relay uploading data.
We'll see. I'm hoping we'll get a soldier or two from the HQ and from the black market. And if we get lucky, maybe from some mission rewards.
Terminate any hostile forces operating in the air.
They do pop up as rewards from guerrilla ops sometimes. So perhaps from the next set of guerrilla ops. Anyway, let's focus on the task at hand, shall we?
Menace 1-5. The communications relay is up ahead. Move
There it
in and
is.
Destroy the target.
Alright, let's move to destroy target, in Bradford's words. We'll scout ahead first, see what's going on. Yep, there's the first group. Advent Hunter drone. That's the first time I see that thing in this campaign, alright. At least I think so? In any case, we'll kill it. And here's another group. Heavy Grenadier, Prime Battle Commander, and another drone. So that's a bigger group. Might be a good idea to hit them with saturation fire. I like that plan. How close can we go? Not too close. Basically right here. Yeah, let's try that. We'll just hit them with saturation fire on the next turn. That should work. Shame I can't move through the middle. Because I will lose concealment, obviously. And we don't want that, do we? No, definitely not. We can just dash. We'll keep a few soldiers on the left and a few on the right. That should be okay. We will mostly kill this entire group with saturation fire, but the battle commander and the drone might stay alive.
I'm all over it.
Mostly because of their armor. Alright, and Marcos. We'll try to kill that group without triggering dudes on the left, so the Wyvern and the drone. So let's mostly go right with everyone.
Moving out.
Yep, sounds good to me. And Nick. So Overwatch.
Go for watch.
This should be pretty good. They are moving away from us, that's perfect. That will make our life easier. Alright. So there's no need to move Martha, she will not lose concealment. Let's have a look then. We can move a little bit closer. Is it fine if we stay where we are? Yeah, it's fine. I don't think we want Overwatch on anyone. Maybe on Flynn. But actually no, I don't think so. Because he has quick draw, he has lightning hands. Let's just use saturation fire, make it a good one. Alright, go.
Saturated.
Nice. 12 critical, 8 and 7. 7 through 4 armor. So we killed 2 enemies out of 3. Perfect. And now he's on fire. Alright, let's finish him off. Now, I don't want to move in too much, because there might be another group in the back. Let's play it safe. We could maybe blow up his cover with a grenade. Yeah, we could do that. And seeing how Miguel might not even get another chance to use a plasma grenade, because he's a sniper, we'll just use it now. So yeah, let's do that. Here, enjoy. That should destroy his cover, and it will. Now we can kill him. He still has a lot of health. 10 health with 2 armor. Yeah, these guys are quite resistant. Let's see if we can shred him. It should be fine if we stand in the open. Yeah, it should be okay. Because I plan to kill that guy. As you might have guessed. Go, go, go. Nice, and that's a kill, or is it? If it's not, then we'll kill him with our next shot. He is not dead yet. I mean, he's effectively dead because he's on fire. So he will die even if I do nothing. Let's see, maybe we should move left. Or dash. Right, we don't know where the other groups are, let's not dash. We'll get a kill for Nick, he's not exactly high rank. So he could use a kill. Here, enjoy your experience. Yes, you got it. Okay, let's not move too much, because we don't want to trigger anything. We'll use steady weapon and stay in this general area. Keep an eye on that group. Anything else going on here? Not a lot, alright. So, Cruza. Yeah, let's move this way. Because again, I don't want to trigger these guys. I don't want to even risk a possibility of doing that. Good start so far. We got 6 turns to destroy the objective. They are moving away, good. Now, there is a gatekeeper somewhere, let's keep that in mind. There's the objective. We are actually pretty close. Let's scout ahead with Martha. She's the only concealed person at this point. Okay, there are 2 groups. 3 groups. Right. Well, this might be interesting. We could actually use a blaster launcher on all of these guys. I like that idea. What's the maximum range on the blaster launcher? Who has the blaster launcher anyway? Does the shredder gun? Where the heck is the blaster launcher? What? That's the shredder gun? Vortex grenade. Oh, there's the blaster launcher. Yeah, we could do it from all the way back here, actually, well, almost. Looks like that's the maximum range. Which is huge. Alright, let's move a bit closer. And I do think we'll use a blaster bomb. I could do it right now, but I'd rather wait 1 turn. Move into slightly better positions, you know? Let's do exactly that. Flynn. We need steady weapon on sharpshooters. So, steady weapon. Next up. Let's see, Miguel. He also needs steady weapon. And cover. Like so. This should be pretty good. And Cruza can dash a little bit. We can just dash into full cover, that should be fine. That is out of range of everything. Sean. Same story, we need to move a little bit closer. So that should do. And Marcos. Well, same thing again, we need to be closer.
Location confirmed.
There. And Nick.
If you say so.
Alright, looks good. Overwatch. They are moving. So, how about we plant some explosives? That would actually be amazing if we did that. We can hit a lot of these enemies. Yeah, let's try that. Just be careful. We don't want to get detected. Alright, plant all of that crap. Just plant everything. And move away. And we'll make it explode on the next turn. Just make sure we are out of range. And then we can use the blaster launcher. Sure. Alright, let's not move. We'll stay mostly where we are. Maybe spread out slightly. Like so. Steady weapon. And steady weapon. Alright, Overwatch in case that patrol with the drone comes back, which it might. It will come back at some point. They are coming, I think they will see us. Which might not be a bad thing. If they stop next to the explosives, we'll do even more damage. Yeah, okay, they will see us. That might be a good thing. But it will be a lot of enemies at once. It will effectively be 3 groups all at once, I think. Well, let's find out. I hope they won't move too far away. Missed. Anyone else? We do have more reaction shots. Come on, people. More shots. Shred the gatekeeper. Nope. Damn it. One more. Yes, you go do that. 1 damage with stock. Oh well. Yeah, they are too far away, I think. I might still trigger the explosion regardless. I don't know. I don't think this will do any damage to any of these currently active enemies. So let's not do it just yet and focus on killing the gatekeeper. And we also got the longbow. This is a really dangerous group, actually. Yeah, how about we use hail of bullets? This is the best use for it, more or less. 94% with walk fire. We mostly need to shred the gatekeeper right now. So 94% to shred it might be fine. Let's move into cover with Marcos. What about Marcos? What can he do? Well, Shredder Gun would be a guaranteed hit, but that feels like a massive waste. 93% only. Let's take a shot at the longbow instead. That's 93%. The longbow is pretty dangerous. And we missed with 93%. What the heck? I hate when that happens. So walk fire, do we want to risk another miss? Now I'm not sure anymore. I was going to do it, but after we just missed a 93% shot, I'm not entirely convinced. Where are the mimic beacons? Cruza has a mimic beacon. And who had the second one? Oh yes, Sean. So we can always throw a mimic beacon. Alright, let's go for walk fire, because we won't do that much damage through this much armor. Let's save hail of bullets for the next turn, perhaps. There, we hit it, good. Only 1 damage, but we shredded 3 armor, and now it's also poisoned. That was mostly the point. Now, can we shred it anymore? We can, in theory. I could use the acid bomb. Maybe. It would shred it completely. So I kind of like that idea. But we need to move away. Because, yeah, we don't want to trigger that group in the back. Looks like here is safe. I don't want to move in this direction too much, because we know there's a group. And I don't want to get flagged by the mechs. So, how about we stand over here? That should be perfectly fine. Yeah, it's out of range of the Archons and such. Alright, let's go for the acid bomb in that case. This will actually spawn a mimic beacon. Wait, she has evasion, right? I think so? It's not listed here, but I think she has it. Alright, well, let's throw the acid bomb. So that will shred all the remaining armor. Yeah, there's the mimic beacon. Can we actually kill the gatekeeper? We got 2 precision shots. And we also got Sean. We might be able to do it. We don't need to use the mimic beacon right now, because we already got one. It's a shame we missed the longbow, because we could totally kill the longbow right now. But not when we missed that 93% shot. That was so unfortunate. I could almost hit the gatekeeper and the longbow with a blaster bomb. But not really. Yeah, not quite. We can't do it, can we? Nope, we cannot. Alright. Never mind. Let's just use precision shot on the gatekeeper and see how that goes. We got 40% chance to crit. Alright, Flynn. That's with advanced scope. Let's go for it. Don't disappoint me, bro. Nice. 13 critical. We can kill it. Unless we get super unlucky. You mean just like with the 93% miss? Yeah, let's not jinx it too much. Only 67% chance to hit, yeah. And that's with steady weapon. Well then, let's take that shot. Fingers crossed. And we missed. Great. Well then. Let's throw the axe. I still want to kill it. There, 4 damage. Okay. 52%. I do have run and gun. And I could move a little bit closer. I don't really want to. I don't want to be out of cover. And I don't want to risk triggering the group on the left. And I also don't want to trigger Overwatch on the super heavy mech. Let's just take a 52% shot. I don't like these odds too much. Yeah, that's why I don't like these odds.
Not good.
Yeah, not good. Thanks, Sherlock.
Weapon spent.
I wouldn't have figured it out. Well, our options are severely limited at this point in time. I'm actually considering a flashbang grenade, because this shot will not kill the gatekeeper. We have 0% chance to crit, so even if we hit, there's no possibility of a crit. Let's just use flashbang grenade. Combined with the mimic beacon, it should keep us safe, hopefully. Famous last words. The longbow will probably hit us with a rocket launcher. But oh well, not much I can do about that. We could have killed it if we didn't miss that shot. Down to 7 health. Shoot the mimic beacon, thanks. It's moving. Yeah, it will shoot the mimic beacon, or will it? Wait, what? Come on, that's just not fair. Great. Well, that was highly unfortunate. The super heavy mech will shoot the mimic beacon, and I think it moved close enough to our explosive charges. Don't kill my guy, thanks. Okay, the longbow shot the mimic beacon, I'm okay with this. But that was really nasty damage from the gatekeeper. Oh, shut up, Bradford. We almost lost Nick. Yeah, the 2 armor actually saved Nick right there. He would have died without the 2 armor. Or at least, he would have been critically wounded right now. And the heavy armor... well, it was basically the heavy armor that saved him. Anyway, back to business. We need to kill both Gatekeeper and the longbow. And it might be a good idea to heal Nick. Not sure if I can do it without exposing Nick. Well, let's kill the Gatekeeper first and then we'll see. So, Cruza. Reload first, and then I think I'll just use Hail of Bullets. What's his chance to hit?
Ready to engage.
93%? Yeah, 66%. So this is where Hail of Bullets comes in handy. That is a guaranteed kill. Bye. Alright, now the longbow. And we'll Overwatch to take care of the reinforcements, I guess. We still have to destroy the objective, but that shouldn't be a big problem. So, longbow first. That means we need to shred it. Let's not waste shredder gun for that. That's silly. Come on, take a shot for me. 99%. Surely you won't miss that one. I probably shouldn't be jinxing it like that. But no, he did not miss. Alright, 3 health. Who do we want Overwatch on? Probably the sharpshooters. Sean needs a reload.
Let's do this.
So, oh yeah, we do have Demolition Expert. I could conceal Martha. There's no need to do that, let's just take a shot to kill the longbow. Sounds good to me, we can conceal her on the next turn, if needed. And now we'll use Overwatch. I think. Alright, Overwatch. Make it a good one, and Nick needs to back up. Like, seriously, he needs to back up. Alright, move back into full cover. We still got 2 frost bombs, so I don't want to move too far away. We'll heal him up on the next turn, but I kind of needed Overwatch. Wait. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Hopefully we'll hit a few shots. We got 4 enemies right now. And we still have to get our main objective in the next 2 turns. Nice, 8 damage, 1 more. Please don't miss. And we missed. What exactly were you aiming at? Because I don't know. See, this is how you aim. Good job, Sean. 1 health on the commissar, and now he has acid burn. So he's basically dead. Now we can conceal Martha, which will make the car blow up. Alright, let's do that. Just conceal immediately. Maybe reposition slightly, like so. There is a lot to pick up, but we won't be doing it right now. Alright, demolition expert. Nothing else will blow up, right? Just the car. Yeah. There, 5 damage. I'll take it. And she's concealed. Alright, we need to kill all 3 of these dudes. The trauma lancer will be the easy part. Elite assault is at 3 health, so superior stock will be enough. Nick is actually in range to take a shot. Oh hey, we could use the vortex grenade. Yeah, maybe we should. Alright, let's just do that. It might stun the trauma lancer. Not that we really need to stun it right now. There. That was pretty nice. Okay. So let's think about this. We still got the super heavy mech, but I think it joined the other pod. Also, we have to destroy the objective on the next turn. I think it's best if we, well... Yeah, let's just wait 1 more turn and we'll detonate the explosives, which should destroy the entire wall, and we'll get a clear shot with most of our squad. We should be able to destroy the objective just with Miguel and Flynn on the next turn. The problem is that Flynn will be out of ammunition if I take a shot with his primary weapon right now. Let's go for a pistol shot then, to keep his last shot. There. That was almost enough. And keep lightning hands, if possible. Same with Miguel, let's just use the pistol. There's no need to waste ammunition. That's a miss. Okay, lightning hands. We just need 1 more hit. Really? You missed again? Come on. Lightning hands. That was not enough, because he dodged. And he's not on fire or anything like that. Well, someone else will have to get the kill. Sean can get the kill. Marcos can get the kill. Alright, let's just take a shot with Marcos. That will be a kill, right? Yes. He didn't have stock though, did he?
Who's keeping score? Running dry.
Yeah, that weapon doesn't have stock, just advanced scope and autoloader. Alright, so now... steady weapon. Although... oh yeah, we still have the commissar, right, I almost know, he's poisoned, he will die. Yeah, he will die. Let's actually reload, perhaps, because we don't need steady weapon to hit the device. We are guaranteed to hit it. And I think we'll use the rocket launcher with Miguel on the next turn. So we'll just reload.
Oh, yeah.
Miguel has a free reload, right? Steady weapon on... no, Flynn had a free reload. So steady weapon on Flynn. And we'll use Overwatch on everyone else.
On the way.
In case someone shows up. Alright, Overwatch, we don't need a Mimic Beacon right now. I don't think so. Not really, no. That guy will die from the acid burn. And now we can detonate all the explosives. Oh, the other group is coming. Well, we'll have to detonate the explosives regardless, because this is the last turn to destroy the objective. Nice one, 7 damage. That was amazing. It didn't dodge either. It's dead, right? Yeah, it's dead. Nice one, we still got the drone, but that's the least of our worries. It's fine, Bradford, we totally got this. Just relax. We will take out the relay. Right, so... detonating the explosives will not break concealment, but I don't necessarily want to stand completely in the open. However, if we want the loot, we need to move, so... let's grab the loot. Oh, nice! Well, that was worth it. We got a legendary logbox. I'm glad I did it. So now, it's time for some fireworks. Let's do it. That should be pretty good. Go, go, go. Nice. And another explosion in just a moment. This will actually destroy the objective. Yes, it will. Awesome. That was amazing damage.
Of the relay. The alien transmission is down.
See, Bradford, I told you we got this. Alright, so here they come. This would be a good moment to use the mimic beacon. And let's move back because we didn't trigger these two guys in the back. Technically, I could throw a SpecOps flashbang, but we would only hit one enemy. We could also use silent takedown. Yeah? And try to kill the Archon. The problem is that the Archon might dodge. And that would be highly unfortunate if it happened. But if it happens, we can throw 2 mimic beacons, right? Let's see, we got one on Cruza. And who had the other one? And Sean has one. Okay, so if we fail to kill the Archon and get revealed, we can throw 2 mimic beacons. Let's do it. So, unless the Archon dodges or unless we miss, this will be a kill. Come on. And it's down. Good job. 17 critical damage. Okay, and I was worried about not doing enough. Now, I would like to kill more if possible. There's a guy up here, from what I saw. We could try to use the rocket launcher blindly. I normally don't, but there's definitely a dude right here. Yeah, okay, let's just do that. That should do some damage, and he will take falling damage. There we go. Down to 4 health. Down to 2 health, nice. And now we can maybe use a grenade. What about Nick? What can Nick do? He still has the blaster bomb. Maybe we should just use the blaster bomb, because it's not like we'll use it on anything else. We only got 5 remaining enemies. These 2, the drone somewhere on the left, and the Vipers. It might be nice to heal Nick, however. Where are the medkits again? Oh yeah, on Flynn or Miguel? On Flynn, so how about we heal Nick? But I would like to stay in cover, which means somewhere over here basically. Alright, let's heal Nick because I'm a little bit worried about the drone. I wouldn't want the drone to appear out of nowhere and kill Nick, that would be highly unfortunate, let's just say. So here you go, your heal. It won't bring him back to full health obviously, but it's heck of a lot better than 1. Alright, and now we'll just use the blaster bomb, because why the heck not? It will kill the super heavy mech. There's the hunter drone. It's a little bit far away, but better safe than sorry. So now the Archon. Can we kill the drone? It only has 7 health. I think he's too far away. Wait, how can we not shoot the Archon? Oh, we are 2 tiles too far away? Or we don't have line of sight? We don't have line of sight apparently. And Cruza is out of ammunition, alright. Now, I don't want to move too close because of these Vipers.
Back online.
We can just stand somewhere over here. Over here will be fine. We might get flanked by the drone, but that's going to happen regardless, I think. Do we still want that mimic beacon? Well... You know what, let's just throw the mimic beacon. There. That's better. And we'll take a shot. Let's just stay as far away from the Vipers as possible. So right here. We use the mimic beacon, so we don't really need cover, or at least we shouldn't need cover. And we might still kill the Archon, actually. Yeah, 9 damage. It's down to 7. So Sean might be able to kill the Archon, actually. That would be pretty funny. The mimic beacon is still useful because of the drone. Okay. So right here.
Absolutely.
And we'll take a shot. 21%. I could use saturation fire actually, but that can still miss. So that doesn't really make a difference. In fact, slug shot should be slightly better, because that eliminates the range penalty with the shotgun. That was almost enough. It dodged. Alright. Well, here comes the last group with Elite Vipers. That's fine. We still got one more mimic beacon. And we still got the shredder gun. Here's the Archon. It will melee the decoy. Only 7 damage. And the drone. We got this. Should be just a formality to finish. Alright. We do have active Elite Vipers now. Let's have a look. Who had the shredder gun again? That would be Marcos. We could use that on Elite Vipers, but we would have to move a little bit closer. I think we can still stay in cover and shred them. Like this. Yeah, we can do that. Nice. So go for it. Nice. And it destroyed their cover. Let's see if we can kill all the remaining enemies. Most of them can dodge, so it might or might not happen. Let's plan this properly. We still got an acid bomb. And can we hit both Archon and the drone? Looks like we can. Just need to move a tiny little bit closer. Yeah, we can hit them both. Let's do that. That will kill the Archon, and it will shred armor from the drone. Nice. Alright, what about Nick? He can still be useful here. Come on, Nick. We are not done. We still got the frost bomb, which we didn't actually use. That's pretty funny. We are too far away to use it, right? Technically, I could use it on the drone. And Flynn? What about Flynn? 29%. Alright, let's take that shot. 29%. Nice.
Hostile neutralized.
Good job. And Miguel. Precision shot. Yeah, go for it. Kill the other Viper. Nice. 2 critical hits in a row. That's what I like to see. And now we just kill the drone, which should be easy enough. Yeah. Just move in and kill it. Bye. 14 damage.
What did you expect?
And we're done.
All hostiles are down and the
That was
area
a pretty
is
interesting mission.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Only one wounded soldier, that's Nick. And that was very unexpected. We had the mimic beacon up, but the gatekeeper targeted Nick. That was a little bit close. Made most attacks, Marcos. Shame one of the more important ones didn't hit, I'm just saying. It's not the number of attacks that counts. Alright, no promotions unfortunately, that's fine. But we got loot. Looking forward to that.
You and your crew
Next
have
region
done
contact
a
cost
serious
reduced by
blow to the
50%.
aliens' efforts
Awesome.
today, Commander. Impressive work.
So, oh, radio operator, increase region income, we don't really need that. We should go for New India now. Anything else we might want to pick up? Load? I think I'll pass. We really need to make contact with New India by now. However, that's going to be the end of this episode. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.